Welcome to another vocabulary presentation. Today we'll be discussing the word nuance. Nuance is a noun, but it's actually an abstract noun, which means it doesn't describe something you can touch or feel or see, it describes something more abstract. Nuance usually describes some kind of slight difference in something or a hint of something, as we see with the synonyms. Another way to think about the word nuance is with the word subtle or subtly. If you understand, subtle just means, again, a slight difference between two things. The actual definition of the word nuance is a very slight but meaningful difference in meaning, manner, color, etc. The important things to know about this definition are the terms very slight, which means very little, and the word meaningful. When we talk about nuance in something, or something is nuanced, it means it has some slight differences, but those differences really matter. Now you might be wondering, with all this talk about differences, what are we talking about differences between? What are these two things that are different? When we talk about nuance, we're often talking about different ideas or perspectives on an issue, and when we have nuance, it means that there are some slight differences in people's perspectives, but those differences matter. In our examples, this will become more clear. The first example is, well, I might think that our lunch should be longer. My ideas are more nuanced than somebody who thinks lunch should be 1 hour long, no matter what. In this case, we're saying that my ideas are more nuanced because they have more complexity, or they have more understanding of both sides. Our second example is, in order to explain the nuance of my ideas in writing, I often have to use a lot of signal words, like but, therefore, and however. In this example, the signal words in my writing will show that I have a nuanced or more complex perspective on something. I'm able to see the slight differences between different sides of the issue and think about them very critically. It's really important to understand the difference between a basic thought and a nuanced thought. In this case, nuanced really just means more complex. So basic thought would be, students shouldn't have any homework at all. But a more nuanced thought or complex thought would be, students should have homework that makes them learn in new and exciting ways outside of class. However, homework shouldn't just be worksheets. In this case, the nuanced or more complex thought sees the different sides of the issue and tries to resolve them or think about them critically. Pull out that pen and paper. It's your turn to respond. This time you're going to be writing short 3 sentences that are all related. The first one is, I have a very nuanced idea about the issue blank. Think about an issue you care a lot about. It could be something that happens in your community, it could be something personal in your life, but think about an issue you care about. Now, write down what you think about this issue. If the issue you cared about is violence in your community, you might say what you think about that, what you think should be done about violence in your community. Now, for the last sentence, write down why your idea is nuanced. You're going to write, my idea here is nuanced because what? What is it about your idea that shows the complexity of the issue, or that shows your understanding of both sides of the issue, not just one side?